Is this thing on? Is it working? Let's see. I'll wait for you. Thank you, Anthony. I don't even know if it's on yet, though. Let's test this out. I think it's on. Okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the breakfast live stream. Yeah, there's not really much planned for today. Yeah, I just wanted to, it's Sunday. No, it's not. It's Monday. I'm all over the place. But let's just chill. I don't have any breakfast today. Actually, I'm going to the beach later today. Maybe. Yeah, so I don't want to look fat in my bikini. No, yeah, I don't usually eat that much in the morning, to be honest. I usually just eat breakfast for you guys. But welcome. I heated up some water, so maybe I'll have some tea or something later. Hi, we can hear you and see you. Yes, thank you so much, Belham. Thank you. I always need that confirmation just to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me okay. Che's podcast show DJ food wine tea. Wow, that's a long title. Hey, welcome though. Welcome to my channel. So excited for everyone to be here. Yeah, so usually I have these live streams on Sundays, but it's really busy yesterday. So I couldn't do it. So it's Monday, and I know some people are going to be angry with me again because I didn't post it anywhere. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. Actually, I want to give like a big, I don't think Paul is here yet, but a big thank you to Paul. What's his full username? I don't remember. But Paul like messaged me on like Instagram and on YouTube. He's just like, when's the live stream? When's the next live stream? And honestly, like I feel so exhausted and tired from the past few weeks. And I'm just like, I want to sleep. But I always enjoy the live streams too. But I felt really guilty if I didn't have it. So you guys should give a big shout out to Paul. I forgot his full username though. Hey. 記念日おめでとう。ありがとう。そうね。Oh, you're right. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I completely forgot. Yeah, happy 4th of July. Yeah, so me and my friend were going to go to the beach. You guys know Pearl, Oriental Pearl. Happy 4th of July, as you're American too. Will you take pictures, videos at beach later? Of course. So always when I go out, I'm going to be like, all of my friends are content creators. So every time we go out, we are always like taking video and pictures. A vlog for this or no? Yes. I like your, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that. I'm like really grateful. So the goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by August. I really need your guys' help. So before I release a video, I like recently, well, only for the past 2 videos, I will let you guys know like on Instagram, because when I release a video, I need enough of my subscribers to be there as soon as it's released. So it tells the YouTube algorithm that, hey, Enlightizes like subscribers like this video, so maybe other people will like it too. And then the algorithm would push it out. So in order to hit the 10,000 subscribers, I was about to say $10,000, 10,000 subscribers by August, yeah, I'm really gonna need your guys' help. And I wanna thank you so much because this is also helping a lot, you guys being here, especially when I didn't post a reminder. So thank you. I really love you guys. Servo, eggs, bacon, and cheese slices, keto breakfast, no bloating. Man, actually, I do have some bacon from last week. Does bacon ever go bad? Like, because I told you, like, I really don't eat breakfast that much. I just eat breakfast for you guys. I eat breakfast, but just not so much. So that bacon is kind of old now, right? It's like over a week. Yay, made it! Hey, Medina Tubes. Hey. Every Sunday a live stream, and good to know. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, like for me in Japan, it's usually like about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I have the live streams, but I usually post like a reminder so that you guys can like RSVP and YouTube will remind you like, hey, Enlightized is having a live stream. 1 month to try to get 10,000 subscribers. 10,000! Oh, okay. Oh my god. Why did that scare me so much? I'm just like, yeah, 10,000. Yeah. Soul ne. Like, yeah. I don't know why in my mind I registered it as like get 10,000 additional subscribers. And I'm like, whoa, that's a really lofty goal. Not impossible. But let's start small. Let's hit 10,000 by August. And by the way, I'm already wearing my swimsuit. So I wanted to buy a new swimsuit, but I couldn't find one in time. So yesterday I took, I'm not going to tell you guys that just yet, but yesterday I was like really busy. And so afterwards I was trying to find a swimsuit for today, but I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one in time. So I wear the same swimsuit all the time. And I have like modeling pictures in the same swimsuit from years back. I got it when I was in Peru. And I'm just like, you guys are probably tired of that. But I have like another one. I just had a top to it though. But it bothers me that I couldn't find another swimsuit. So yeah, where was I going with that? 1 month to try to get 10. Yeah, nope, it won't. I meant overall. Hey Jazz, hey Andy, how are you? How's your sister doing, by the way? Yeah, so before the live stream started, I heated up my water kettle. Kettle sounds so British. Yeah, I heated up the water kettle so I can make like some tea or something, so I can at least be drinking something. Not really in the mood though. How are you? I'm good. Happy almost 4th of July, everyone. Hell yeah, USA, 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 America. Yeah. Yeah, happy 4th of July, everyone. Oh my god. I miss crabs. Oh! If you guys follow me on Instagram, so me and my Japanese little brother, I took him to try, like, you guys voted in the community tab. I asked you guys, I made a poll, where should I take my Japanese little brother to try American food, because he's like super Japanese. Like I'm always reminded, like, the majority of my Japanese friends, they have some like Western influence. They can speak a little English, or they speak English, but this guy, like, zero. So it was like really entertaining, just like taking him to soul food house. So he tried American soul food for the first time. That's his first American food, not to mention soul food. So like the experience was just hilarious, so fun. I cannot wait to share the video with you guys. This guy, so he's also a YouTuber, and we made a video for his channel. We were both so hungry, but like the moment the food came, this guy just like starts digging into the food, and I'm just like, wait, I have to record your reaction. He couldn't stop eating. Yeah, is it easy to buy swimwear in Japan? Have you bought any in Japan? You do like the time in Peru you had. You do like the time. So there are places to buy swimsuits, like especially if you go to Shibuya. There's like, I know of a specific swimwear place, but I wasn't in Tokyo yesterday. I was in Kanagawa. So just like, I'm not gonna go to Tokyo, like to Shibuya, just for that. I was like all the way out in like West Kanagawa too. It's like pretty far out. Yeah, it really bothered me. I couldn't find a swimsuit. But yeah, it's not that difficult to find one. It's just because of I was really busy yesterday, and then the time that I was finished, I didn't have that much time to look for a swimsuit. Like, I had a little bit of time, but the places that I went to, I couldn't find one. Another thing that sucks is that, like, I'm different sizes from my top to my bottom. So yeah, if I buy, like, that's why I only have like a top, like this black swimsuit. I don't like, can you imagine like if someone just joined the live stream and they're just like, she's flashing us. I don't know if I should show you guys, but like, yeah, I only have a top to this swimsuit because like, yeah, in the US you can buy it like separately. I haven't found many places where you can buy swimsuit tops and bottoms separately here. Not that I really looked. Yeah, but it's not that difficult. And yeah, I love Peru, and I want to go back to Peru. I'm not sure about maybe living. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry for being so late. She's doing well, thanks. She just paid off her student loans. Nice. And headed for a promotion from wonderful. I told her about you, and you inspired her to write her own. Oh Oh, wonderful, Andy. Your last release did so much for her because you were my hope for her. So a little of you rubbed off. Oh, I really? Thank you. Thank you. I really wish her the best. Solo black girl travel. Ooh, this seems like something. Would you ever live in the USA again? Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. This is so. I don't know how you found my channel, but just yesterday I commented on a different like black girl travel video or something like that, and this lady was talking about like how she wants to move from the US. She's researching from the US. Not trying to throw shade at anyone, but anytime you're talking about something that you're planning to do, and I'm talking to myself as well, but anytime you talk about like things that you're trying to do, even like the 10,000 subscribers or whatever, but I need your guys' help for that. It's going to be our goal, but most likely you're not going to do it. But yeah, so would I ever go back to the US? I never had that much interest in the US. Like my grandma was a world traveler and my grandparents lived in Germany for a bit. And like I was always influenced by like foreign countries to me. So like the US never really, like now I want to go to Hawaii. Like I would like to live in Hawaii maybe. But is that really the US? Like technically yeah, but like big answer is probably like the short answer is probably no. Like yeah, I prefer like I'm sorry, like I'm thinking while I'm trying to give you an answer, Solo Black Girl Travels. But in my last video, like the video is actually doing really well where I'm like walking around Tokyo. There's a huge difference between like being black in the US versus being black anywhere else, more so in countries that don't have much of a European or Western influence. And I find so much more freedom being in countries that do not have that Western influence, because especially in the US, I feel like people are very vocal about their dislike for people, and they try to like, they tell people, I don't like you. I'm being nice. Just like, why do you look like that, you know? And it's just like, it's not all of the US. Like the US is pretty, like my experience, my personal experience, I only had problems when I was like dating someone of a different ethnicity. Which I have funny stories about because we would play a game called Race Wars. Anyway, yeah, but like I don't like how in the US for the most part I just didn't really feel comfortable. I always felt like I was black, you know, but like being outside, not just in Japan, but being like living abroad for so long, I feel like I'm a person, you know, like I don't feel like that black, I don't feel like that necessarily defines me. And that's not kind of what I meant, but like yeah, I don't want to go into like such a long spiel about it, but yeah, long story short, maybe not. I don't think I'll ever like live in the US. If I do, it's probably because of an obligation. Try to get my family out of the US then. But yeah, I like chilling here while my bearded dragon is watching. Oh, I want to play with your bearded dragon. Can we be friends? Let's see, daddy here, baby. What is that? Okay, anyway. Well, we all know what's about to happen here. Yeah, anyway. Wow, what's happening? Okay. July will be a fun, busy month, though. Summer month. Yeah, I hope so. I just moved to Hawaii from New York. Oh my god. I envy you. I envy you. Sorry, just doing some... You guys know what I'm doing, I think. Yeah. Previously lived in Japan for 5 years. It's a nice transition. Yeah, I do think so. What I hear is a lot of people who live in Japan for a few years, and then they get tired of Japan because it's like, what I hear a lot of different people say, like people who have lived in Japan for like 10 years and up, and they're just like, I'm just tired of Japan. I'm just tired. Like everyone is like kind of robotic, or like you can start to time everything, right? And then they leave Japan, and these people always come back to Japan like later on, or yeah, like nowhere, when they moved to other places, like I heard about this lady who moved to Europe. I forgot which country she moved to, and because she said she was just like tired of Japan, and then like when she got there and she just realized just like, why are people so like dirty and rude? And then she came back to Japan. But yeah, Japan is not in, one of the things that is really frustrating being a YouTuber and like putting your ideas out there in the form of art, in the form of a video, is when people, of course they have their own perspective, but when they take it just like the complete wrong way. So like the walking video, people are just like telling me just like, oh, it's because of, I don't want to get into it. It's so big. I don't want to talk about like stuff like that, but I'm already talking about that. But yeah, people see what they want to see, basically. Good morning. Hey, I can't read Korean. The only thing I can read in Korean is oi. And my friends, I had a lot of Korean friends growing up. They taught me like oi hanacho. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And that was the first thing I learned in Korean. It's oi hanacho. And I used to go to Korean camps where everyone was Korean, like Korean American. And then there was me. Hello. Yeah, and then my friend taught me oi hanacho. We were at a cafeteria. And it means give me a cucumber, by the way, guys. And my friend's just like, go tell the pastor oi hanacho. And I didn't know what it meant. And I just went to the pastor, a Korean guy. He's like, oi hanacho. And he's just like, what? And I'm just like, oi hanacho. And he's just like, okay. And he like pat me, like kind of like shooed me off. And I'm just like, what did I say? And she's just like, you just asked him for a cucumber. What? And then when I went to like high school, I met more Koreans. And I don't know why, I was always accepted by like the Korean group, like the Koreans that don't really talk to other like ethnicities or other people. They always just like, oh, Jasmine's here. I didn't try anything, but maybe because of the Korean camp. But yeah, so I met another Korean girl in high school. And I told her just like, oi hanacho. And she's just like, oh, okay, I'll teach you more. Pa hanacho. And I'm just like, what does that mean? She's like, oh, it's give me an onion. Like, I couldn't even say hello in Korean, but I'm asking people for cucumbers and onions. And then, so like a few years pass and I'm in high school and like, my junior year or whatever, I meet another Korean girl. And I'm just like, I don't know how to like, I know a little bit of Korean, but I don't know any useful Korean. I'm just like, I know oi hanajo, I know pa hanajo. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll teach you something. An mogo. I'm just okay. And I'm just like, an mogo. I don't know if my pronunciation is okay, by the way. But apparently that means I'm not hungry. So before I learned hello, goodbye, or even thank you, I don't even know, do I know thank you? In Korean, I learned give me a cucumber, give me an onion, and I'm not hungry. Yeah. So that's my Korean story. Hello is like 안녕 조세요, right? 안녕. I know 안녕. And I know like my friends would pick up their phone, they would say 안녕하세요. Yeah, but I learned that just by being around my Korean friends. I didn't learn they didn't teach me anything useful. Previously lived in Japan for yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Are electronics expensive there or cheap? It depends on where you go. If you go to Akihabara is the place for like anime, electronics, games, stuff like that. There are some secondhand stores where you can buy electronics. Actually, one of my friends is a junk hunter. It's so cool. But he goes all around Kanto, Japan, and he goes to different areas junk hunting for like watches, cameras, and something else. Yeah, but I will be interviewing him soon. You guys like have most definitely seen him on my Instagram before. His name is Johnny. Johnny, here's Johnny. Yeah, he's Japanese American. If you speak Japanese in Hawaii, you can get a job fairly easy, I think. Ooh, good to know. Yeah, so me living in Japan, I love my life in Japan, but I think in the future, I probably, like, I've never seen myself living in one place. Ever since I was little, I always thought it was normal. Like, yeah, I'll live here in the summer, here in the winter. But, and granted, like, I've never seen someone do that, but that's what I always imagined. And so I always thought, like, recently I've been thinking if I lived in Japan for like 6 months out of the year, or like 6 to 8 months out of the year, and then lived in like Peru or like somewhere else for that remainder months, I can math. But yeah, I think that would be good for me. Because I really like Japan. I like that no one bothers me. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect place. I too got tired of Japan, but would love to visit again, not move. Yeah, and I like living here. Yeah, but again, I like living here because, like, as I tried to show in my walking video, that like in many Western influenced countries, I feel like if someone is racist or prejudiced, they shout it out at you, and they may even attack you. In the US, they may attack you. Other countries too, like Europe, Italy, Spain, they may attack you for being different, which makes no sense to me. I don't get it. But at least, like, in my experience in Taiwan and Japan, and I wasn't in Taiwan for that long, but at least my experience here in Taiwan, or in Japan, is that even if, like, I don't care if you're racist so much if you, like, if you just leave me alone. And that's my experience, and that's what I wanted to show in my videos. But like, people in my walking videos, people started commenting just like, I heard like they don't like black people, I heard blah blah. Like, okay, that's very well and dandy, but that's not what I'm showing in this video. In this video I'm showing you that regardless of what they believe, they leave me alone and no one is attacking me, and I feel safe, and I can wear this like dress and not feel uncomfortable and know everyone's just gonna leave me alone. That's what I like. Just leave me alone. Yeah, my name means nosy. Mind your business. Oh, nice. You are right. Give me food. I'm not hungry. Random phrases they taught you. Yeah. Hi. So why exactly are you in Japan? So it actually happened like, okay. So I studied Japanese when I was younger. Started when I was like 9 years old, and I really went hardcore self-studying when I was really young. But when I got into like high school or so, I stopped studying because I was studying other languages. Yeah, so yeah, I was studying Japanese and Spanish, and after like working in the US for a bit, I had the time and money. Like, I went to Peru and I was working in Peru, and yeah, I just like woke up one day and I'm just like, hey, I have the time, I have the money. I always wanted to go to Japan. I like Japanese, the language. I like the culture from what I know of it. Like, why not just go to Japan? And within like 1 or 2 hours of me like waking up and getting that idea, I bought the tickets. And then I realized just like, holy crap, I bought tickets to Japan and I don't have a hotel. I have money, but I don't have that much money to be there for like super long term. Like, isn't it expensive? So I put myself under like a time crunch of like trying to find a place to live and what to do there. And that is precisely why I made a PDF of just like how to live in Japan cheaply. Because like my first 4 months, I'm like promoting something, but I need to update it. But my first 4 months living in Japan was free. Like my living expenses were free, completely free. And yeah, so I made a PDF of like how you can do it too. And it's all because I put myself under that like that pressure of just like, oh my God, like I can either lose that money that I spent on the plane tickets, or just like, what am I going to do in Japan? I don't know like pretty much anyone in Japan, and what am I gonna do? So I figured it out, and yeah, I have to update that PDF. But I believe like when you sign up to my free email newsletter, there should be a link in the description box. Automatically you should get access to that PDF, but I have to like, I really do have to update it, but the information is still good, and you can still use it to travel anywhere and live anywhere and get free residence. Yeah, you have to volunteer though. So why exactly? Okay. Good morning. Hey, Robert. Believe in yourself. Hey, and greetings and salutations, most excellent people. Hardcore study? Holy crap, that doesn't happen often. I didn't. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, I didn't know it was studying to me. To me, it was just fun. Like, I love the little girl that I was. I was really disciplined. I don't even know how it happened. Yeah, like I not begged, but I researched just like there's a Japanese school. I researched, like I self-studied for like maybe 1 to 2 years, and then I found like a Japanese school, and I asked my mom to take me, and we did like a trial lesson. Yeah, and same thing with tennis. Every time I wanted to do something, I would research it, and I'm just like, Mom, I want to go here, need to go here. I found free lessons too because my parents couldn't pay, and like we found like free tennis lessons like at different places. So we would go to one place And then I found a different place. I did like a free like trial lesson. So we would go to different free tennis lessons, whatever. We went to 2 places, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, good job, Jasmine. How did you like Peru? It's on my list to go. Okay, you have got to go to Peru. Like, seriously, you have got to go to Peru. I love Peru so much. Yeah, I love just like, okay, Lima is great, but like, I loved Cusco. Oh my God. So there's this guy, he was American from New York, but he told everyone to call him Black because he was Black. He was like really, really dark skinned. And I'm just like, if you're telling people to call you that, okay. But in Peru, in Cusco, like the color black is really, really lucky. It's considered pure. And yeah, so it's considered pure and not white. So I think in Western culture, we think like white is pure and white is good and holy and everything. But in Cusco, in Peru, black is considered pure because anything can go on black and then the black will, like, you can't see it. So anything can go in it and it remains its color. That's why I thought that was really cool. But I'm just like, hey, it's true. Yeah, so like this like Cuscanian like older lady told me, she's just like, anything, like everything just like disappears into black and then it will always remain its same color. And so this guy, he said like when he went to Cusco, and I believe it. I believe it. But he said like there's like a lot of like old Cuscanian like ladies, women, like older women, you'll see them with like the 2 hair braids. They kept like coming up to him and like following him and like touching him for good luck and everything. Yeah, and they give like away like black guinea pigs for good luck. The guinea pigs is actually really good. Don't judge me, but the guinea pigs are really good, tasty. Yeah, but I highly recommend go to Peru. It's like the people are just so beautiful. And I befriended like an Afro-Peruvian family. And they showed me just like where like a lot of because like you won't necessarily see so many like Afro-Peruvians that have a lot of their still like that look, how can I say this? That look like they have like on first look, it doesn't really look like they have like African features. So like my Afro-Peruvian friends, they like showed me like where to go. It was really nice. Really nice. Oh, and by the way, don't say that you're from America when you go there, because like people got really heated at me. They're just like, where are you from? I'm just like, I'm from America. They're just like, no, oh, we're Americans too. And people would get really angry. So don't say that you're from America. Say you're from the US, United States. Estados Unidos. Is it easy to just apply to a Japan university rather than do study abroad through your home university? I don't think I'm the best person to ask this question to. However, I do have quite a few friends that went to top universities here in Japan. So what they told me is a lot of these Japanese universities, especially even like the prestigious ones like Keio, Tokyo, Waseda. Most of my friends went to Waseda, by the way. These are top universities, like Harvard's of Japan and Stanford of Japan. They like to have like a foreign quota. So it's easier for you to get into one of these schools versus going to Stanford. But they still have their standards as well. But I don't think I'm the perfect person to ask like about the application process. Yeah, is Japanese Pod 101 a good way to learn Japanese? Okay, so I've seen a few Japanese Pod 101 videos, and I'm not fluent in Japanese. I don't consider myself to be fluent in any language aside from English, but I can communicate in Japanese and in Spanish. And I think there's a huge misconception between fluency. Like many people who, I'm not like trying to throw anyone under the bus, but many people who have never learned another language or cannot speak another language conversationally, they think there's only 2 levels. You can speak it or you're fluent, like that. But I don't ever aim for fluency, and I don't think you should. It depends on like if you want to do business in the language. So you should just aim for like communication and like conversation level. So Japanese Pod 101, I've seen a few of their videos and they are really good for vocabulary, but the best way, of course, to learn a language is to find someone to practice with and to embarrass yourself, because embarrassment is the best way to remember. Yeah, embarrassment is 100% the best way to learn any language. So you have to put yourself out there and find someone. You can use Hello Talk, find someone to speak Japanese to. And I mean like speak, like don't, like typing is great, but like if you use like Hello Talk or italki, you can use like my link in for italki. Is it down there? Yeah, but if you find someone to verbally speak to, and this is what I did before I went to Peru. Like I spoke some Spanish before I went to Peru, but before I actually went there, I used italki to find a few like Peruvian people and also Colombian people to speak Spanish to, and it really helped my Spanish so much. So when I went there, because before I could make sentences and I can talk, but I couldn't really converse in Spanish before. Now, like I feel I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I'm conversational and I have no problem conveying whatever I want. I still think that my Spanish is better than my Japanese, like, yeah, by a lot. Yeah, I get that. One of my hobbies is intensive research to satisfy my curiosity. Let's see, Japanese from zero YouTube channel and book is good. Okay. If I were to go to Japan, what are things I'd have to avoid? Let's see. What are some things you'd have to avoid? What do you mean? Like, do you mean like foods to avoid, people to avoid, places to avoid, manners, things that you should not do? What type of things do you mean? I think one of the things that many people don't talk about is like, if it depends on if you're coming to visit or if you're coming to live. Many people who come here to visit fall into the trap of, and this is like really frustrating. I don't know if you guys have noticed how my channel has been changing to push people to make Japanese friends. But yeah, many people who come here to live fall into the trap of like blaming Japanese people for not coming up to them and speaking to them and wanting to befriend them. And then the people that do come up to befriend them, calling them gaijin hunters. It's just like, what do you want? And I admit, I used to be that person. I have videos of me talking like that, just like, you can't make friends with Japanese people. And it's just like, meanwhile, I'm just like, do you speak Japanese? Like, even if you are not good at Japanese at all, like, are you going out of your way to try to befriend someone or trying to talk someone or talk to someone or use the Japanese that you know to just like be friendly? Like they're very big on like greetings, aisatsu, like here. Like before, when I first came to Japan, like of course I learned, because I've been in very diverse backgrounds, so I did it intentionally. But of course, I would, like, when I would come into work, ohayo gozaimasu. When I'm leaving, otsukaresama desu. These are very simple things that you can say. But like when I talk to other like my coworkers at that time, they're just like, I just say hello, goodbye, just like you're speaking in English, or just like some of them, they're just like, they'll just like bow and like leave. I'm just like, no, you have to try to adapt. Not only that, people blame the Japanese people, or just like, this goes not just for Japan, for not wanting to be friends when they're an adult. So they're not like taking into account that when you become an adult, in general, it's difficult to make friends, let alone like if you're in a world city like New York City or like Tokyo, like blaming the people around you for your like misgivings. Is it misgivings? It's just frustrating. And like a lot of content creators who talk about these things, I think it gives their viewers a false notion of like, yeah, a whole country. So it's frustrating to me. And especially because like, sorry if like you guys are bored of this topic already, but especially if like, because when I first came to Japan, I was like that and I would say the same exact things, and it's like a stereotype now. And then like that was my first 5 years in Japan, just like not having, I had a few Japanese friends, but they were very westernized. And yes, and then what, in the past 2 years I've been having now like maybe like my foreign friends, my Japanese friends are almost equal. And it's just like a very small change that I made. And yeah, now to me, it's just like, oh, it's really easy to make Japanese friends, actually. It's the same as it would be if I was in the US. Yes, very much. See ya, VP. Don't say you're from America and Peru. That is interesting here because of South America, North America, America itself, a little country, called country. Yeah. Thanks. I have to go soon. No worries. Yeah, this video will be up later. No worries. Am I proud to be an American? Of course. I'm really proud. Like, I love my country. Like, there is no perfect country. I love where I came from. I love the opportunities that being an American has given me. And I'm very sorry, like, I'm not bragging, but especially like being a Black American abroad has given me so many opportunities. When like even here in Japan, when I see like Africans in Japan, they are treated differently to how I'm treated. It's like you can see it. And yeah, so like I think I said this in a different live stream, how like some Africans here, they'll say that they're from the US, and I met a guy who said like he was from the US, and I'm just like, oh, what state? And he couldn't name a state. Just like anything. But yeah, but I think like a lot of, especially like Africans, know that they'll be treated better if they say they're American. So they just say like, I'm an American. So have you lived in China or visited? No, I've never been to China. In all honesty, I don't have that much interest to go to China. Of course, like if you give me a ticket, hell yeah, I'll take it. Great Wall sounds cool. My best friend lived in, what is it, Suzhou, something like this, for a bit. She would show me pictures all the time. Shanghai, I don't have that much interest for China. Maybe like China countryside, but it's not like top of my list. I want to go to more like Southeast Asian countries. Things I shouldn't do to find myself in deep water. Things I shouldn't do. Oh, you're gonna be fine in Japan. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Are you a guy or a girl? And if you go to like, so if you ask many Japanese people, like, what is the most dangerous place? And I think there are videos like this. What's the most dangerous place in Tokyo or in Tokyo? Many people will say like Roppongi or like Shinjuku. That's where I walked in the walking video, was Shinjuku. It's the red light district, and there's like a lot of like Yakuza. There's a lot of like, I've heard stories about people who have been drugged there. Yeah, you don't want to like do anything bad there because a few years ago there was a person who got shot there. Yes, with a gun in Japan. It was Yakuza related. No one else got hurt. I think it was at a pachinko parlor. But yeah, just don't like act a fool. But you're gonna be fine, I think. The gaijin hunters hang out at the hub. Yeah, they do. But again, like when you start to take your Japanese seriously and you want to find people who you can practice Japanese with, so like you almost become just like a Japanese hunter, like a person that, because like a lot of Japanese people, they're just like, they have no interest, or they don't even think about just like communicating or like being around foreigners. They're just living their everyday lives in Japan. They're like, this is their home, right? It's just like in the US, like you wouldn't go to like, I don't know, like Wisconsin and like, where am I going with this? Like you wouldn't go to like Wisconsin and just like, how can I put this? You know, just like people in Wisconsin are just like doing their own thing. Like no one is like maybe like a random person is thinking about just like, oh, life in Japan, but not everyone is thinking about life in Japan. Not all Japanese people are thinking about just like, oh, life in America. They don't care. That's the majority of Japanese people. They like their lives and they're just going about their lives. You're not even a thought. But when you start taking Japanese seriously, when you want to learn Japanese, you need someone to speak to. And so like you are going to become a Japanese hunter. So get those likes up. Oh yeah, thank you, Andy. Yes, guys, please. Look, I'm forgetting. Guys, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please, please, please don't forget to hit the like button, please. Get those likes up. Don't wear Doc Martens unless you love undoing those laces. Actually, believe in yourself. I really have been liking Doc Martens recently. Like, I don't have any, but I was considering just like, But I should get them after I reach like a goal or something. Like and favorite the stream. Thank you so much, Andy. I solo traveled to Japan and used Tinder for language exchange, yeah, and made a very good friend. Now we have been friends for 2 years. You have to put yourself, yes, Anthony, this. Yes, exactly. So you have to, like, many people get so happy, like, I got out of my comfort zone and I went to Japan. That's great. And now they complain about not having friends. That's another comfort zone that you have to get out of. Get out of that comfort zone of just, like, I don't know, being afraid to approach people, and then just approach people. Thoughts become things. You attract what you most think about. Yes. Yeah, much love, Jazza. Like, thank you so much, Andy. Thank you. Thank you. Style. Style. I'm not sure. Maybe. Because I, like, when I meet someone, a Japanese person, they ask me like, where are you from? And I'm just like, no one has ever said Africa. No one has ever told me Africa. But, you know, like, I get the feeling that they want to say it. Like, they're just like, goshishin wa dochira desu ka? And it's like, dou omoimasu ka? Like, what do you think? And they're just like, and they're looking at me, and you know, like, in their eyes, it looks like they want to say like Africa or something like that, but they never say it. Most of them guess America. I speak from experience, and I could be heard muttering under my breath each time I had to take them off. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being here today. And, like, again, I feel really bad because, like, Paul, I don't remember his full username, but he follows me on YouTube and Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. That's where you'll see, like, the most updates and stuff. But he, like, really just like, when's the next live stream? When's the next live stream? Yeah, where is he? El Padrino? No. Where is he? Paul Japan stuff. Paul JPN stuff. Oh, maybe he's sleeping. I feel so bad. Yeah, but, like, it's because of him. Like, I started to feel guilty, just like, I should definitely have the live stream, although I'm really tired. Interested in going. London at all? I've already been to London, so I don't, after I go to a place once, I'm not that interested to go again. Like, okay, yeah, I do have interest to go back to London, just because when I went there, I was like, what, maybe like 14 or so. It was for a school trip. Yeah, so I kind of went, but, like, the food, it was like, I had potatoes every day. I love potatoes, but just, like, how much potato can you eat? There's so much potato. Like, in Peru, they love their potatoes because I think they have, like, over 6,000 or 3,000 different types of potatoes. Okay, I can get that. But, like, oh my god, the food. I did have this really delicious soup there. The chicken soup there was really good. But yeah, London's not the top of my list. The next, like, the place where I really want to go in Europe, because, like I said before, like, I love to travel, but I really like places that don't have that much Western influence. But I really want to go to Croatia. I would love to go to Croatia. And what's that country? Near France, near south of France. What's that country called near south of France? On the east side. Monaco. Yeah, I want to go to Monaco. Oh, I always wanted to do like, I always wanted to be interviewed by those street interviewers for people, like when they ask people just like, where is this country? And you have to find it. I am very confident in my geography. Very, very confident. I don't know everything, but I'm pretty confident in like the big countries and tiny ones too. I know good tiny ones. Let's see. Thank you, Balham. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah. Do you personally have interest in going? Oh, okay. Bangladesh. Yes, I would like to go to Bangladesh. You say you approach others, so how would you want someone to approach me? Hopefully people watch it. Remember, it's every Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, so how would I like? So I don't really like in public. I don't. It's like I'm very particular, but I'm such a poo. Like, I think it's okay to approach. For me, I think it's okay when like you're in a cafe or you're at an event like that. I don't like when people just approach me on the street. I can't be the only one, right? Like, okay, there's a catcalling. Okay, I think most women hate catcalling. But that's different. I don't like when people just like approach me on the street, just like, hey, Ma, what's going on? Or just like, hey, like, I saw you walking by and you look really nice. Like, thank you for your kind words, but like, I'm in transit to somewhere. Like, please, like, nah, leave me alone. Like, if I'm at a cafe and I'm sitting down, then okay, you can like talk to me. I met like there is this Osakan girl. I love Osaka people. And I knew she wasn't from Tokyo the moment she opened her mouth. Because like Osaka people, they'll talk to you. Every time I go to Osaka, like people just like randomly talk to me. So if you want friends, you should go to Osaka. If you don't want to do so much work for friends. But yeah, I went to this cafe at Tully's and I sat down and she just like started talking to me. This is what I love about Osaka people too, is like when I go there, they talk to me as if they just assume that I understand Japanese, which I understood her, but just that assumption, I love it. I love it. In Tokyo, not so much. In Tokyo, you'll get like the really hesitant, like shy, like people won't really approach you in Tokyo so much. But yeah, always in Osaka, and this girl, I forgot. She saw like my omamori, like my talisman. She saw it. She's just like, "Hey, I went to that temple. That's a really big blah 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 like temple, right? Oh, when did you go?" She just like started randomly just talking to me. We had a great conversation. She's a yoga teacher. So that to me, whether you're a guy or a girl, that to me is perfect. We're at a cafe. We're sitting down. We're just chilling. But like coming up to me, I don't know if it's just a me thing. It can't be just a me thing. When I'm just like walking somewhere or I'm looking or I'm shopping or something like that. I don't like shopping so much. But like when I'm doing something actively and then someone just like randomly comes up to me, it's so annoying to me. Cool. Yeah. A little obvious, Anthony. Yeah, I'm in that area of London. Oh yeah, Anthony. You always get American in Japan? Yeah. I think a lot of Japanese people, or more so Tokyo people, assume most foreigners are from America. Cool. I lived in Tooting, Beck, and Brixton. Are you in London now, Anthony, or elsewhere? Ooh. I'd probably be afraid anywhere in Japan since I have a deep voice and somebody would probably take what I say out of. Shami? I've met so many Japanese guys that have really deep voices. Really deep voices. I don't think you're gonna have a problem there at all. Yeah. What do you mean take something out of context? Like, the Japanese language is very contextual. So like, if your intention is to, if you mean something, usually they're like mind readers, usually they understand, or you can just keep explaining yourself. That's what I do. Mind me asking, have you been dating? How's it been going? No, I don't like to talk so much about dating on my channel so much anymore. But overall, not so much, kind of. Like, one thing that I realized about making videos, like when I watch my videos back, is just like how guarded I am. And yeah, so I have, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like I have the options, but I'm not really interested. And yeah, so yep, that answers your question. Okay, let's go on. Have you been to Japan? I'm going to Chris. Oh, okay. No, nice to hear. I have sarcastic tongues. Oh yeah, sarcasm. Sarcasm doesn't carry over into Japanese. Yeah. I have a deep British voice, and Japanese were very cool with it. Yeah. Yeah, like, but like Anthony, like you heard like the deep Japanese voices, right? Especially from like the older guys, like even some of like the younger younger guys have like really deep voices. I think it's also maybe because of the Japanese language. It's like coming from here. I'm so stupid. Oh. So it's supposed to rain today. We're gonna be raining. We're gonna be swimming in the rain, but like, yeah, last time Pearl and I went to the beach, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. We recorded a lot of footage together, and we even met like another YouTuber, and my SD card, I posted it, it was on Facebook or Instagram. My SD card physically broke, and I wanted to get it fixed, but it cost $10,000 to fix it. And I was like, what? And I felt so bad because we had such good footage of us at the beach, a different YouTuber interacting with Japanese people, Japanese kids, and yeah. So I really hope that I don't screw up this time. Your dating answer, you keep it so low-key, haha. You want this to be more of a travel channel, I see. Yeah, yes. Okay guys, I have to start getting ready for the beach. I need to get back to streaming. I always watch the stream. Yeah, right? Anthony. Sounds mainly comes from the... Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Sorry there was no breakfast today, but I gotta look good in my little bikini for you guys. I will see you again next time. Please take care. And yeah. Wait, I have to press bye, right? Yeah. Thank you.